Hi, it's Trisha from Totally Trisha. Welcome and good morning. We're doing our reading for this week coming up. So excited. Like, wow, a week of creativity, a week of putting our skin in the game and finding destinies that warm our heart, and a week to look at the wonderful world that we live in. All places hold beauty, and it's us that brings it forth. So I'm holding the energy of the card and just really holding beauty. For I think for me, this week coming up is finding the beauty that can unfold before me and allowing it to sink in and shine the sparkles that beauty holds. Such yummy energy as we align from my heart and the heart of oneness to all of you. Thank you for watching this and aligning with me in the space of the energy of beauty. And from above with the Holy Spirit to below through our hearts down anchored in Mother Earth. For she is our wonderful home that we get to experience all that we do with. And to all the world, for we are one. And as we're holding the space, that oneness of beauty can sink deep. We have a jumper. When a card jumps, it's an extra special aha for us. So I'm just putting it over so that you can see over, so we can look at it last, because it's saying, hey, I have information for you. Yay, the fun of it all. I'm gonna shuffle. These cards just are beaming and vibrating in this beauty of the sweet forward. We're knocking 3 times, calling in the manifestation of who we are with the greatest elements of our heart and our mind, spirit, and the physical form that we are. The unconscious to our consciousness. It's the centerpiece of the reading. It holds the greatest movement of energy, just like a rock thrown into a pond. It ripples. These 2 cards ripple around you, throughout the week. The foundation piece, our challenges, our clarity. Action! Ta-da! And of course, our jumper. I'm excited to see the message in that one. Unconsciously, we have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is contracts of duty. So in this physical world, when we sign a contract, it holds us to bullet points of duty, so that we have an agreement that this is how we might be paying our loan, or this is how our work responsibilities are, or this is how our contract with ourselves to eat better, feel more soft, and to be able then to share the God spark that you are, for the energy of creation with the Holy Spirit, beings with a contract of saying yes in a moral compass way. And all we do. That's the unconscious, our contracts, our responsibilities. But no, you signed up for it. That's what a contract is. You willingly put your name to that. The conscious one is, well, the devil upside down. So consciously, we overcame some fears in the last week or two. And so we're now have grown. Yay. We rose above certain things. And so the contract of our unconscious knowledge of us is coming out and saying, wow, you can mark that contract off your list of doing. And now here's another one. For life is a series of chapters, really, of contracts. What is our foundation today in this week? Queen of Swords. Right. So this card, Queen energy, is the matriarchal energy of the wands. The wands are action. This queen holds knowledge of action done right, the loving action done right. So this foundation, last week we worked off of the male principle of action. This week it's the female, the nourisher, the mending and tending, the one who leans, the energy of leaning in with compassion and empathy. And it's saying as a foundation, you got this. You're going to do it right. Yay. It's a great foundation of home, of knowing the yumminess of healthy emotional texture, and being able to align in the great compassion that we all need at this time. Our challenge is the Page of Wands. So the page energy is new. It's like a bud before a flower blooms. This one wants, again, action. So things, contracts are going to be, they're in the bud stage and they want to bloom. The goal on this is saying, don't overnourish those blooms. Allow them to take their time and become. For they are very dear to the contracts that you said yes to. Clarity, the aha of the week, as every day we dance this journey forward this week. Once again, people, this is cool. This is definitely a journey of action. This week holds a lot of actions that are about new contracts of yourself and your desired understanding of your truth wherever you are. This is 9 of Wands, and As you can see, this person is surrounded by a lot of crazy actions, all of those others ones, and finding what perception, what is truth about actions of ourselves and others. What actions really hold a truth that you can say yes to? And because there's many, it's a group of actions. And what truths are you holding dear that you're maybe not ready to share? But it is about saying what is true and what opinions do I align with to act, to feel a healthy understanding of empathy and compassion, to do the actions with our highest moral compass. And then our action upon action for this week is a whole lot of action. Is the Ace of Swords upside down. So the Ace of Swords stands alone. When it stands alone, it's a card of mental victory. It's saying, yay, I passed that test. And usually in a mental way. So maybe you're taking a test to get a license and you passed it, hooray. This is what this card stands alone. But because it's in our reading this week and it's upside down, it's saying this week's action is not to look at the week through a mental lens, but through an action lens, and see what action can lead you to victory. Because it's all about you. Every day, you are the divine instrument that makes each step, each decision happen through action. So, action, action, action. And now it's our jumper card. So exciting. And let's see what our jumper card says. Oh, right? We love this card. Upright, this card is an individual who's kind of very paralyzed with indecisions. Upside down, it's saying you already thought through mentally what you need to do. So this week is kind of do it in a wonderful, graceful way. Because upside down again, this person's blindfold falls off. You have clear skies. Action in clear skies is always the best. But wear spiritual sunscreen because sometimes when clear skies happen, there's a buoyancy that needs to kind of have some little protection with. And then clear waters, easy sailing. This week, decisions you have made consciously or unconsciously in your past have clarity. And so now it's time to hold the throne of these decisions in action with empathy, nourishment, and leaning in for the highest and best for all. Thank you. Bye.